Got it restart again. I keep saying that the default for Zoom should be with sound and not without sound because I keep forgetting it. All right, we're going to start over again, guys. Here we go.
Shh. The wealthy have a secret.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Did you know that some of the biggest companies in the world are buying and or positioning themselves into Web3?
All right, so I have a kind of a silly question for you right now. That is, do you currently use the internet? And of course, everyone on here's answer is yes, because we're watching this presentation currently on the internet. A matter of fact, there are three types of people that make up everyone that's on the internet, estimated at about 5.3 billion people, and that are customers, the users. That is the largest group that is on the internet. Then there is the gig economy. These are people that have decided to make a living on it. Maybe eBay, Amazon, maybe they're an influencer, maybe they're driving Uber. Most of these people, the vast majority, because this is a much smaller percentage than the customer and the user base, the vast majority are just making a little bit of extra money, not a full-time living, and definitely not a fortune. There's a small percentage of them, like influencers, maybe some major marketers, that are making large sums of money in the gig economy on the internet. And then, of course, there's the final group, which are the founders, the executives, the wealthy investors, the people that have developed the products in the companies that we're using, the Amazons, the eBays, those type of companies.
Is Web3 the most monumental wealth transfer in human history? For many of us, terms like Web 1 or Web 2 might sound alien. Believe me, I was once in that camp too. Let's break it down. Web 1.0, often termed the static web. Web 1.0 represents the internet's infancy. It was a budding global network that introduced the world to the wonders of digital communication and information sharing. In this phase, a handful of pioneers created content and designed rudimentary web pages for a larger audience. Web 2.0. Enter the social web. This iteration is all about interactivity. Platforms thrived on user-generated content, and users became both consumers and producers. The internet became a space of collaboration driven by enhanced connectivity and dynamic communication channels. But here's a stark reality. The Web 2.0 era, while democratizing content creation, concentrated wealth. The majority of financial gains went into the pockets of the platform founders, top-tier executives, and elite investors. Over 320 individuals amassed a combined wealth exceeding $2 trillion. The broader populace? We mostly reap the benefits of the innovative products and services these giants introduced.
So this is the structure, guys, of Web 2, which we just talked about Web 1. A lot of us didn't even know there was a Web 1 or 2 and that there is a Web 3, and it's a tremendous opportunity. So the secret of the wealthy are centralization and data monetization. Every single person on here has helped make them wealthy by essentially turning over our data and allowing them to monetize it. So the wealthy 1%. So let's look and see how much more wealthy did the 1% get in the last 2 years? Well, according to Oxfam, 2/3 of all the new wealth created on the entire planet went to the 1%ers, the people that have figured this out. So do you think them getting filthy rich off of our data is right?
So what sets Web 3 apart? Why label it as the people's web? Web3 heralds an era of democratized value creation and distribution. It's a transformative shift where the internet doesn't just offer services, it compensates you for your participation. It promises a more equitable digital ecosystem. Welcome to a revolutionized paradigm, the participatory economy. Web3, truly the web of the people. Web3 is the internet owned by the builders and users, orchestrated with tokens. When ownership is decentralized, users can own a piece of the internet using tokens.
So imagine a new model, guys, where this pyramid is completely flipped over. And the early adopters, the users, the people that are creating the value on the internet, this Web3, are the ones that are receiving the biggest piece of the revenue that's in place. And that is Web3. Why do we call it the people's secret? Because of decentralization. Decentralization allows for anyone and everyone that wants to participate in the future of the web. And one of the keys to that is that when our data is monetized, it is totally up to you, and you get to benefit from that monetization. And through the development of communities that people will get involved with, they'll actually be able to monetize the data of other people. But the difference is between Web 2 and Web 3 is that those people as well will benefit financially from their own data. And when we're talking about how much money, of course, 320 people have a net worth of over $2 trillion. That's how valuable our data is and why it can help change our lives. Now, the 1% still exist. They are the founders of the Web3 projects. They're some of the early investors, and they're the executives. The difference is they're keeping a smaller piece of the pie versus a bigger piece of the pie in this equation. As a matter of fact, in a lot of Web3 projects, 80% of the value that's being created is going to the early.
In the realm of Web3, the paradigm shifts from corporations profiting exclusively from our data to a more equitable model where we, the users, share in the prosperity. So, our mission is to guide everyone into the Web3 universe, ensuring confidence and competence regardless of tech background. We blend premier education, community engagement, and strategic alliances to make Web3 accessible to all. Our platform, with personalized support and in-depth training, emphasizes that Web3 is not just for the tech elite, but for anyone eager to transform their financial journey.
And so what are the things that you'll get involved? What are the things that you'll do? So first of all, the easiest way for you to get involved with the third wave of the internet is NexWeb3, because we are going to teach you how to get involved in Web3, the right connections we have, innovative Web3 partnerships, the knowledge and the tools, so the tech stack, the community and support, the secrets of Web3, and Web3 Elite Investment Club. So how do you get involved? What do you actually do to be part of? First thing you're going to do is say, okay, I'm going to purchase an NFT. Now, most of you might not know what an NFT is. It's a non-fungible token. We call them Abigamis. Most NFTs today are collectibles. They're artwork, they're trading cards, they're assets for games. What we've done is we've tied utilities and rewards to these NFTs and made them functional, right? Where you can actually use them for doing things outside of just collecting them. So we have 5 levels of Abigamis. All 5 levels, whether it's a $50, which is the first level, up to $1,400, which is the 5th level, have blockchain collectible artwork. So they have rarities to them. They have software and education attached. This software and education is here to help you in Web3. Access in the DAO. A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. We'll talk a little bit about that a little in the presentation. Voting, rewards, and participation in events. So the benefits of every Abigami is the software education, the collectability, and of course, democratized participation. And that is where the DAO comes in. So when we talk about engaging, when we talk about doing things in Web3, the question comes up is, do I need to learn a lot of technical stuff? Do I need to understand computers? And absolutely the answer is you do not need to do any of that. If you're using the internet today, so if you simply engage on social media, if you've liked, commented, shared, done any of that on the social media platforms, that is the types of things that people are doing to make money, to increase their digital wealth in the Web3 space. Play to earn. How many of us have played a game on our phone in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, maybe on your TV, whatever? Think about playing games, fun games that are entertaining, but you're getting paid in digital currencies to play those games, which are easily convertible to fiat. Being a customer, simply using a product. There's a product in Web3 that you need, like the Brave browser. You would just use that browser instead of a traditional one, and you'll get compensated for that. Grow digital wealth with community. DeSo, decentralized social media. Think about a social media platform where the people who are on it are the ones that control what and how things are done on that platform. The metaverse, participate to earn, airdrops. I'm going to show you an example where you can make where you could have made thousands of dollars off of airdrops if you knew that they existed, and if you had the people that knew that they were coming, right? If you knew those people. And that is NexWeb3. Benefits from AI crypto trading bot, which is kicking butt. So do you want to earn from the third wave of the internet? Look, all of us are going to use the third wave, just like all of us use Web2 today. There are going to be a subset that make a little tiny bit from participating, and then there will be the group that will build large fortunes because of engaging with a community like NexWeb3. So let's first look at our product. So we have an AI trading bot, smart automation, real-time insight. Guys, I'm just going to say this thing is kicking butt in this market. Wow, the results that it is producing for people that are using insights to trade in a decentralized fashion. Insights never sleeps. It never takes a break. 24/7 support. Profit potential is incredible. Time efficiency and risk management. So this is one of the products. So when you get an Avigami, you can use the funds on that Avigami to do the software with the NSI. Education. We have 3 different types of education. One-on-one support. So if you've watched videos and you've tried and you don't get the hang of it, we have one-on-one training that can teach you how to do different things. Might be an airdrop. It might be setting up a wallet. It might be transferring funds. Whatever it is that you need help with, we have that one-on-one support, which you can use the funds on your Avigami to cover the costs of. We have Web3 education. When I talk about education here, I'm not talking about learning a new language, right? I'm talking about things that you can do to increase your digital wealth, okay? Advanced trading courses. So if you really want to learn, not just use insights to trade for you, but if you want to learn cryptocurrency trading, we have the classes. We have the masters that understand it and can teach you how to become a trading boss, all right? So, okay, so now let's talk about airdrops. So these are airdrops that have already taken place. These are 3 projects that are currently up and running, have lots of liquidity to them. One is Aptos. It's its own chain, $1,320. If you would have known that Aptos was doing an airdrop and you would have participated by doing about 5 or 6 very small tasks with a small amount of maybe spending $20 or $30 or $40, today you'd have over $1,300 in digital currency of Aptos that you could easily convert and send out to your wallet. Blur, $800 just by simply going on and buying a couple of NFTs that could be for pennies, minting an NFT using their software, again, a transaction fee, pennies, and then putting that up for sale. Doesn't mean it had to sell, just putting it up for sale. That would have qualified you for an airdrop with Blur, $800 today. Uniswap is a decentralized trading exchange. All you had to do is go on and do 3 or 4 trades, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. $30–40 in gas fees, and today you'd have over $1,725. Now I want you to think about that. People are giving away free digital assets by just you participating. You just need the people, the place, the ability to learn that they're taking place, and somebody that will walk you through the process and make it easy for you to do. The other one we mentioned was the metaverse. So, some of you guys out there going, nah, I don't think I'll ever use that metaverse thing. But I got to tell you, Fusion GPS, a Citibank company, did a report on it. They're claiming that by 2030, 5 billion people will be using the metaverse. And it'll be an $8 to $13 trillion a year estimated marketplace. I don't know about you, but I'd love to play in an $8 to $13 trillion. We have partnered with Otherverse, which is the premier metaverse on this planet. You're going to see over the next few months as they continue to release and update and onboard people into it, that it is a photorealistic metaverse that has a whole network. That's why you see down in the bottom corner the Xeon web browser. This web browser will connect thousands, tens of thousands of metaverses together. And there is a way for us through the NexWeb3 community to benefit from the growth of Otherverse and the whole metaverse trend. So Web3 Elite Investment Club, another benefit of being involved. So you get your Avigami. You'll be able to do all the other stuff we just talked about, as well as it will give you, because it gives you entrance into the DAO. Once you're in the DAO, then you will get an opportunity to join a Web3 Elite Investment Club. The technology is all being put together. It will launch the beginning of March. So what does this mean? It allows you to participate in club-selected, highly coveted, and privileged projects and tokens at the early stages of projects. So think about if you would have been able to get into Bitcoin in 2009, 2010, where would you be today? That might be an extreme example. Let's say with Ethereum in 2015, somebody said, hey, you can get this for 30 cents. You got involved, and now today it's nearly $2,000, right? This is what we're talking about. Now, where will these clubs find these great token opportunities? We have partners that the DAO has that will bring projects, including the DAO itself will develop and bring projects out to the communities, these clubs. TokenSoft, I'll point out, is a token launching platform. They've launched over 100 tokens. Some of these tokens are tokens like Avalanche, the Graph. And if you're like, I don't know what those are, Peter, the total value of the 100 tokens that TokenSoft has launched today, their current market value is over $18 billion. Now imagine having you being in a club that's partnered with TokenSoft that then puts you in projects that have phenomenal potential. So 3 easy steps to digital wealth, guys. It's simple. You're just going to select an Avigami. You want to do a $50 one? Great. You want to do a $200, a $500, a $1,000, or a $1,400? Just pick which one you want. You're simply going to purchase that. You can purchase with credit card or cryptocurrency. If you need help doing that, we are here to help. Once you've done that, you're simply going to log into the software and you're going to activate your Avigami. You're going to select the utility. Oh, I want to do the trading software. I want to do education. I want to do Otherverse, right? Then that has already given you a place in the DAO. Then once the investment clubs launch, then you'll be able to join one of them and become part of that. And then just simply engage on social media. Then if you would like to, you can start sharing this out, because after learning about this incredible wealth opportunities, can you envision sharing this with others who might also be interested? So we do have an affiliate compensation plan, guys. We're going to talk about that. But first, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to stop sharing, and we're going to answer some questions if anybody has any questions. And we're going to talk a little bit while we're waiting for some questions to come in. We're going to talk about where is crypto going? Why is Web3 going to be this juggernaut, the largest transfer of wealth in human history. The reason is it is a more efficient, more secure, and better way to use the internet. So if you took the internet today, it's not just a replacement. It will build over the top of it, and it will fix the problems that exist in Web 2. It will make it more transparent. It will make it more fair for the people that are participating in it, as we went through in the presentation. So think about, instead of, just like all of us that are on here, we're all using the web today. Some of us might make a little bit of money. My wife runs a business online on Amazon, does very well. You know, we've done a lot of stuff online, and I've made some decent money. But I am not Jeff Bezos. I don't have a $200 million mansion, right? Because I've never been able to capture people's data and go sell it without sharing any of the profits with them on that side. With Web3, we, the people, are able to build communities, build these networks, and we will be able to monetize the data. The data that's being created on Web 2 will move to Web 3. It'll just be safer, and you will have control of that data. But what do we need to do to participate in that? We need to take action now, not in 6 months or 9 months or 12 months or 5 years, now. And the reason why we do it now is, in the beginning video, we talk about, the wealthy have a secret. The big corporations, the big companies out there right now are trying to hijack Web 3. They like Web 2. They've made a fortune in it. They would like Web 3 to resemble more of what Web 2 is. However, there's a way, and we are that way, to stop it by sharing this with people, by getting involved, by participating with Web 3 projects. We can keep the Web 3 more decentralized, and the more decentralized it is, the better it is for every single person on this planet. There are some great things that Web 3 is going to do. They believe Web 3 can help pull 1 billion people on this planet out of poverty. Think about this. You engage with Web 3 today, you become a part of it, and you start sharing it, and it starts growing. And we find a project to support that we launch that helps pull 1 million, 2, 3, 5 million people out of poverty. Think about being part of that, and not just being part of it as in a charity, but being part of it and making and improving your own digital financial life from that transaction taking place. That's what we're talking about. So we have a question. Let's see what we got here. So Ken, will the investment club be like a venture capitalist club with its associated benefits? The benefits of the club, guys, is exactly what I explained, right? The club members are going to look at opportunities. They're going to evaluate those opportunities. We're going to have some software that'll help do that. And then the club members are going to decide whether to invest or not to invest in that. That's the initial benefit of it. And the cool thing is you're going to be at the early stages of getting involved in these projects. So most of us, maybe some of you guys on here, got to buy some stock in maybe, you know, an IPO that's taken place. By the time it gets to the IPO, that's retail. That's when you can make a nice return, right? And there have been some that people have made a lot of money, Tesla, things like that, right? But that's retail. Think about getting yourself in position for wholesale, early stage participation in these projects. But it's not just financial participation, guys. We're talking about liking, sharing, commenting, doing testnet projects, things that will educate you and teach you on. So it's not just all about having money to be involved in these projects. That's the reason for NexWeb3. That's why the investment club is just part of the DAO. We're talking about having it where you could play games and possibly make a 4 or 5 figure a month income, right? Doing things like staking and different protocols that will take place that you can literally build digital wealth with. So we got a couple more. it will use smart contracts. Absolutely, it will use smart contracts, guys. You're not going to hand your money to a person and say, go invest this for me. That's not what we do. It utilizes technology, smart contracts, in order to lay out the entire process of it. So, all right, excellent. So we got Jerry. Hey, Jerry, from the Philippines. We are pumped. No questions. Ready to rock and roll, baby. Well, thank you, Jerry, for that. We are working with them to help us grow the community. So we got some great stuff going there with them. So what I'm going to do right now, let's see, we got one more question. Oh, no, we answered that one. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do right now, guys. I'm going to jump back to the presentation. Let's go through the comp plan really quickly, because I know there's some people on there who's like, hey, I need some now money, right? Because we're talking about building projects and things like that that'll take a little bit of time. I need some now money. So we've set up an affiliate program. Every time anybody purchases an Avagami that you talk to and decide to get involved in NexWeb3, you get a 15% commission front line to them, okay? 15% front line. And by the way, it's all paid via smart contracts, and it is what we call instant pay. So I'm going to play a video right now. Please do not blink. Do not take your eyes off your computer. You will miss the payment, okay? This is a second level payment on a
over. Work it, make it, do it, makes us. Better.
And then you saw the payment come within a second or two of that happening. Paid in stable coin, cryptocurrency, in your decentralized wallet. Guys, we are talking about making money right away. So let's say that you go ahead out and you talk to somebody that buys $1,000 Avagami, $150 instantly, $1,400, right? Is going to be $210. Now, the neat part is if they decide to go share it with people, which why wouldn't they? We have the opportunity to own the web, right? The future of the web. We literally have the opportunity to become wealthy from this interaction with the web. So you get a 10% commission. They get the 15, you get the 10, okay? So it's 15 and 10 second level. And then what we've done is we said, hey, there's some people out there that might want to take this seriously and really go out and share this because they want to do, they don't want the big corporations to hijack Web3 like they've done Web2. So what we've done is we put together 4 bonus pools. The first bonus pool is the ROTVC, return on total value created. When you accumulate 100K in your entire influence in the NextWeb, ecosystem, split at least between 2 different direct referrals, you'll get 1 point in this pool. It's 4% of the total revenue quarterly. Now, you don't, then when you hit 250, so an additional 150 on top of your 100, you're going to get 2 more points in that pool. You hit 500, you're going to get 4 more points in that pool. You hit 1 million, so another 500,000 on top of the 500,000, you're going to receive 10 points in this pool. Let's say the total Avagami sold in a quarter was $6 million in sales. At 2%, it's 120,000 with a total of 49 points in the pool. You would receive a $2,448 payment via smart contract directly to your wallet for earning those points. We also have a 2% pool for total sales volume of your Avagamis. This is on your first and second level, so personals and your personals, so indirects. On 2 levels, 25 top community members will share in 2% of the volume monthly. And that is paid on the first of every month, smart contract, instant pay. The second it's done, it's going to show up in your account. The third pool is the Avagami sold pool. So this is, so let's say you won on the volume, okay? The sales dollar value. Those same Avagamis count towards the numbers. So we believe that community is commerce. So it doesn't matter to us whether it's a $50, $200, $500, $1,000, $1,400. That's up to you to decide which, or your customers to decide what it is that they want to purchase. All we know is them, a person, no matter what Abogami they have, is a value to the community. The top members of that will share in a 2% pool as well. And of course, the number one will get more shares in this pool than the 25th person, and so on. And this will generate thousands of dollars for people in bonus checks. Okay. The fourth pool is one that I really like. So being in the networking industry, I have sponsored people that went out and just knocked the leather off the ball, and I'm out struggling trying to build a second or third person in this space. And this is not MLM, guys, it's direct sales, but it's a great way for me to kind of get you to understand what happens here. So in anybody you bring in directly earns any points in those three bonus pools, right? They earn in the 4% pool. They earn 2 points. They earn in the 2% sales pool, the volume pool, any of them. You, for bringing them in, get a matching point in this pool that's paid out quarterly, and it's 2% of the total volume that's there. Now, this is a great comp plan, guys, and it's here for now money. Now, I'm going to let you know, though, with Web3, with what has already happened, and it's just beginning, there are over 75,000 crypto millionaires on this planet today. That number is going to explode. So the benefit of this now money is great. We're going to have some people making terrific amounts of money. But where the real digital wealth is in the community coming together, utilizing Abogamis, getting educated, using tools and technology, and building out these projects to create significant digital wealth for every single member in the community. A rising tide raises all ships. I'll open it up real quick, guys, for a couple questions. If you have any on the comp plan, I want to thank you for being here tonight. We're about 34 minutes into the presentation. We're going to keep these quick if you want to invite people on board to take a look at this. We are also going to have a recorded version so you can sit with somebody or send it to them and they can watch this presentation, and then they can call you up and say, I'm ready to go. All right. So Doug said, great job. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Doug is my partner. He is the brilliant genius that built Insights. And as well, we have a second program, but that's right now we're focusing on NSI. So he is the man behind it. He is the person that will be teaching you with all of his experience and knowledge when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and that type of stuff. Yep, this real-time payment is incredible. Absolutely. Guys, look, somebody needs to pay a bill tomorrow, right? Once they have a third-party vendor to take it from crypto to fiat, right, to their banking account, you can have it in 10-15 minutes so you could literally go sell a $1,000 Abogami to somebody. $150 is now in your wallet, and as soon as they mint, and then within 10, 15, 20 minutes, you can have that out in your account in fiat currency. This is, people right now need cash flow. We've built that need now. For the people that don't need the cash flow right now that goes out and shares this, think about this. You make 2 sales, one $1,000, one of $500, $1,500, $225 now in your wallet. You can take that and use that to do a staking protocol and earn more digital assets. You can take it and move it into NSI and have NSI trade it for you and accumulate more digital assets. So what you can do is take your earnings from the affiliate program and utilize that to supercharge your ability to build digital wealth with NexWeb3. So thank you, guys. I don't see any other further questions. Our next presentation is when, guys?